Spain versus England. We have gone to the finals of the Euros, guys, and here are my predictions, right? So looking at Spain's game against France, oof, what a game, guys. Quite an entertaining game, honestly. At the beginning, Spain looked a bit laggy. You know, France came into it hard, and it looked like they had a solid game plan. Even when Colomboani got that goal with a piece of brilliance from Mbappe, I have to give it to him. He looked a bit shaky at the beginning, but he got that assist and he grew into the game. A bit later on, he started to fade. Some of you guys are mean with the memes, though, I won't lie. Some of you guys said Mbappe has been AI generated since 2022. I don't know what that's about, but hey, we move on. And yeah, looking at Spain, guys, this is about Spain since they reached the final. They played a really good game, and I have to give it to them in terms of their composure. They came back into the game at their own pace, kept possession, you know, when they needed to, didn't rush counter-attack like France was trying to do. They came back into it with the Yamal banger, guys. Obviously, you know, that goal was top bins. Ironically, hearing from, what is his name, Rabiot, saying that he hadn't been doing enough and he could be doing more. Funny enough that he scored that goal in front of him and he asked him to speak now at the end of the match. I don't know if he was referring to him, but hey, we know what we know. So yeah, guys, I have to say, Spain's looking like a really tough team this tournament, and I did say they were going to get into the final, and I felt like they're going to win the Euros, and that still stands. They have quite good squad depth, and the fact that they handled that game against France so well, missing quite a few players. They had one suspended and two injured. No, they had two suspended and one injured, with Pedri being injured and then Carvajal being suspended and Lee Norman being one of the suspended players. They still managed to put it together with Jesus. Oh man, guys, Jesus Navas, 38-year-old veteran, doing a job on that side. Man, that guy is almost 40 years old and still able to put the brakes on Mbappe. But yeah, he did quite well in that game, even though he got subbed off. I have to give it to him, a veteran in the game. Dani Olmo also had a great goal to score the second to help Spain go through. He's been a great addition, subbing in for Pedri, and he's on 3 goals as the top goal scorer for Spain currently, guys, in a short amount of matches. I have to give it to him. I don't know why no one's after him this summer in the Premier League. Actually, I think they might be. I haven't seen Fabrizio reports, but you'll let me know in the comments as usual. Morata may be injured for the next game. He looked a bit uncomfortable at the end of the Spanish game, but we'll see what happens towards the final. I think they may or may not need him. These guys have been doing quite well with the players that they have, and they always make a plan and never miss a beat with how they play, guys. So I have to give it to them on that one. Moving on to England beating Netherlands. That was a shocker, guys. I personally never saw that coming. I predicted a 2-1 to Netherlands, or 2-0 to Netherlands. For Netherlands to lose that game 2-1 was quite shocking. England actually played quite a good game. I have to say it was their best game of the tournament so far. A bit of dodgy refereeing here and there, especially seeing as a referee was a Bundesliga referee, Jude Bellingham, accused of taking bribes previously in that season. If you know, you know. So looking at that game, guys, honestly, I was quite shocked. That contact was minimal for a penalty, in my opinion, for Harry Kane. Xavi Simons had a great goal. Obviously, it was all for nothing when Ollie Watkins scored the last minute winner in the 90th minute with Cole Palmer and that assist. Shout out to the Blues. And England ended up going through, guys. These guys, Juju, have not run out yet, and I keep saying it will. So maybe if I say this time they're going to win the Euros, they might lose the final. So we'll see what happens from there. But to be honest, I think this game can go one of two ways, right? I think they're going to get belted, or it's going to be a close game and they're going to scrape through. So in my opinion, I'm going to go with the belting for Spain to win this game 3-1. I think England might get a goal just due to their juju. I don't know who's going to score it. Maybe Foden might get lucky this time, since he was quite unlucky in the last game, hitting the post and getting a goal line clearance. But yeah, I honestly think that England might be able to score, but Spain might win this one. I think they have a strong chance of winning this one. There's just something about this team, guys. They have high amounts of composure. They don't look frightened on the ball. All their players look so ready and mature for the game. They have great attacking threat when they need to, like players like Yamal, Nico Williams, guys. I don't see these guys being stopped at all. If England are able to do it, it'll be a shocker of the century. And this is the time to do it, when everyone's pretty much counting them out. This is the first time I think England kind of look like the underdogs against Spain. I mean, there are a lot of people that think England can win the Euros, but deep down in our hearts, in most people's hearts, they know that Spain are the stronger team. So yeah, who knows, it might be the catalyst for them to go through and win it. But in my opinion, I'm going to stick with my prediction of 3-1 to Spain. And interesting stats to mention, guys, Jude Bellingham goes into this game with the highest amount of tackles of 19, guys, as an attacking midfielder, which is quite impressive. And Harry Kane also has a top goal scorer for England with 3 goals against Dani Olmo for 3 goals, so it'll be an interesting contest. And also, if England win this, guys, that means there's an increasingly higher chance, wow, increasingly higher chance for Jude Bellingham to win the Ballon d'Or, since obviously Champions League of Madrid and Euro trophy, that's definitely probably in the books for him to win the Ballon d'Or. If that happens, whether or not he deserves it isn't up to me, but you let me know in the comments. Jude for Ballon d'Or or not? In my opinion, I feel like if Spain win it, I feel like Rodri gets boosted up a notch higher for Ballon d'Or, obviously depending on his performance in the finals, because like deep lying midfielders obviously have to play really good games to be noted. There's not much creativity on their side and stuff, but for Rodri to get it and to be pushed up in that category, he has to play a really good game in my opinion. So you let me know what you think in the comments, guys. So guys, that's all we have time for today. Please hit me up with your score predictions before the game, not after the game, you cheats. And have a look at my previous goal predictions to see if I actually got them quite accurate and how close I got them quite accurately. Bye. Have a look, yeah, right up here in this section, guys. Hope I'm right. So yeah, subscribe, like, comment, all the good stuff. Blue Bloods Football signing out.